race fans, and welcome once again to the Full Throttle Performance Next Gen Sim Racing Series. It's race number 12, New York Realty 217.5 here on Rice Motorsports TV. And I tell you, here at Kansas Speedway, and getting ready for another round of action here with the Full Throttle guys. And as we get going here, let's go ahead and give a shout out to all of our sponsors. That would be Sonic Graphic Design, Admin Box, Turn 2 Terribles, and Buster's Corner. Before we head down on the track, let's go ahead and take a look at the driver's standings going into this week. Now, of course, we have Aiden Berlane. He's ahead there, Ken Baum Jr., and we got Tyler Isley moved into that third position. Nick Cannon and Carson Pittman, they both remain fourth and fifth. Lucas Nilgis bumped Chris Lynn down a spot. He takes over that sixth position. Both Jaden Bingaman and Kyler McCarthy both jumped up 2 spots to 8th and 9th. And how about Bill Hales up 4 positions into check this out. Well, Bill Hales, he actually moved up into a tie with William Brown for that 10th position, 317 points apiece. And wow, so a lot of movement going on, and you can see the rest of your top 20 there if your driver's in the top 20. And rolling over to the team standings, and of course, Berlane Racing, he's securely in that top position. Nitro's actually pretty snug in that second position. Nice battle brewing between Turn 2 Terribles and Mopar Motorsports. They're less than a point apart. And then Mayberry Motorsports, they're solid in the 6th spot, but nice battle also formed between Posse Racing and Up in Smoke. So a lot of good racing going on, and even between all the drivers as far as driver points, and then on the team front there, a lot of guys out there having to work together as a team and get those points for the team, and keeping those battles tight. And okay, I didn't mean to bring all that up. Let's put that away, and let's go ahead and check your race info for tonight. And of course, now you know they have unlimited fuel here. They run 100% fuel in this league, and of course, it's no fast repairs or anything like that. They've got 4 sets of tires tonight, the set they start with, plus 3 additional sets for 120 laps around this 1.5-mile facility. And it's a pretty nice night out there. 69-degree air temperature. Winds are only 2 miles an hour. The track, though, is a little warm, 110 degrees. As always, thank you for joining us here on Rice Motorsports TV. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Click that notification bell so you'll know every time we go live. And we have, let's see, how much time is left here. It looks like the practice session. I think we have, we're getting close to the time to go qualify. And, we're working on we got some webcams up tonight as well. And everybody's excited about that, trying to get that straight here tonight. And so we talking with the guys a little earlier and got some of them up here. And who's on track here? There's David Smeal. He's currently, he's currently 21st fastest. His best time is actually 31 seconds flat. I may have to rerun my trading paints here. I don't know if that's his actual paint scheme he's running or not. We'll have to check that. Jaden Bingaman right there behind him, he's 5th quickest. Yeah, I don't think that's their custom paints. We'll run trading paints again, see if we can correct that. And before we roll into qualifying, we'll go ahead and take a moment and pause for a moment and hear from our sponsors. You're watching the Full Throttle Next Gen Series here on Rice Motorsports TV.
How are you doing tonight, man?
Hey, I'm talking here. You know who you're talking to? My dope man! On my way to Money Night Raw.
Terribles, Port Royal Speedway. We've got Devin Bourne with us.
Keen Motorsports Shop here with Kyle Keen.
Sitting here with Sean Keen. We're going to talk a little bit about racing history.
Okay, folks, we're back here with the Full Throttle Next Gen series, and we got about 45 seconds to go before we head on down for qualifying. And see, there's Stan Mayberry. He's currently 8th quickest here. 30.619 is his personal best time. The number 2, Ken Baum Jr., is in the 2nd position on the time charts. 30.374 is his personal best time. Who else is out there? Nick Cannon, currently 9th quickest, 30.693 with the number 8 machine. Carson Pittman, 13th quickest with a 30.720. See, there's the number 66, Dylan Hastings. He's 6th quickest, 30.492. And I do believe the server's just rolling over to qualifying. So we'll go ahead and take a moment here. Some folks getting ready to head on out. I see Michael Self. He's down on pit road and ready to make his way out. Probably one of the first drivers to hit the track here. Coming around now, start his first hot lap here as we ride on board, going down that back stretch. We'll go ahead and bring up the, I think Kevin Click might have just put a time on the board. We'll bring up the timing tower. We got a lot of guys up there. Michael Self slots in the 7th position, 31.593. Click, he's on provisional pole at the moment, the 30.485. Chris Lynn behind him in that 2nd position. Trying to see if he can improve on that 3rd position as he crosses the line, moves up to the 2nd position, 30.406. Tyler Isley currently in the 3rd position now, 30.593. I think a lot of the guys are wrapping up their qualifying. So we'll go ahead and take a moment and pause for our national anthem.
Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Okay, folks, we're back. Qualifying is done, and they've got just a couple of minutes now, maybe about a minute or so before we roll over to the actual race session here. And how much time do we have left? Well, we got about 30 seconds. So we'll probably, I was going to try to see if I can grab one of the guys in the webcam, but we'll, because you know, sometimes they tend to have a lot of green flag running around here. So we'll try to grab some guys, maybe as they're coming out of the pits, if there's a caution or something like that. And let's see, I see, there's David Smeal. We can't, I don't know if we can lock on his car or not. He's still in the pits there, though. So he won't be able to actually lock onto him, I don't believe. He's right there. Let's go ahead and let me see if I can find him real quick. Now we're running out of time here because they're starting to grid up now, so we won't worry about it. But what we will do is get ready to go ahead and show you this starting lineup here. And on the pole, we've got Carson Pittman. He'll be leading them to the green flag. He did beat Kevin Click by 0.05 of a second. Click starting in that second position. And then we have Robbie Bice starting third, Chris Lynn fourth, Matthew Fitz in the fifth spot. Then we have Aiden Verlaine starting sixth, Nick Cannon seventh, Tyler Isley eighth, Dylan Hastings ninth. Brian Preslar rounds out your top 10. Then we have Ken Baum Jr. in 11th position. Lucas Nilgis starting 12th. 13th will be David Salter. 14th, Briggs Swope. 15th, David Strittmatter. Stan Mayberry starting 16th. 17th will be Jaden Bingaman. 18th, Michael Zuver. Don DeGroot starts in the 19th position. And 20th is Alex Mader. In 21st position, we have Michael Self. The 22nd position is David Smill Jr. 23rd is Carl Fitz. 24th, Kyler McCarthy. Bill Hales in the 25th position, and William Brown starting shotgun on the field in the 26th position. Looks like Bill Hales and William Brown elected not to put down a qualifying time and just start at the back of the field. Either that, or who knows, they might be having to serve an EOL or something. But you know, you never know. But for whatever reason, they're starting back there. So now we're just waiting for everybody to get onto pit road. As soon as everybody's off of pit road, then we'll be going, the pace car will be rolling them out. And I think there's David Smeal real quick. We're gonna, let's jump on board with David as they're getting ready to get going. He's with Turn 2 Terribles. Hey David, Tony in the booth, you got a copy?
Gotcha, sir.
Yeah, man, you ready to get racing there?
Yeah. It's one of those tracks where I'm not the most confident in my speed, but I think if I put some consistent laps together, I'll be able to pass some cars and hopefully just keep my car in one piece at the end.
Absolutely, man. Well, good luck in the race, and looking good on camera, man. So I'm going to put you back down your channel, and good luck. We'll talk to you later.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. So he's, along with the other guys, getting ready to get going here. Aiden Verlaine starting. We used to see him start up pretty close to the front. So he'll have a little work to do to get up there. Of course, Carson Pittman down on that inside. Making their way out of turn 4. Pace car should be, there he is, down on the pit road, waiting for that green flag.
Green, green, green.
We got a green, and racing is underway. Pittman gets away pretty good there. Robbie Bice in that second position. Boy, he's being challenged hard by Kevin Click going down the backstretch. Click gets a nose ahead as they go into turns 3 and 4 here, but looks like Robbie, he'll hold on to stay in that second position. Carson Pittman will lead lap number 1. Click still in that 3rd spot, followed by the 32 there, Chris Lynn. And Nick Cannon going a little high there. Oh, we got us a caution already here. Not sure what. Let's see. Let's look back in the field. Everybody's rolling along. I don't see any indicators that anybody's had a problem. Let's see who's back in. Yeah, everybody's. That's strange. Not sure what happened there. We have no indication that anybody crashed or anything. So, but we got ourselves a mystery caution here on lap number 3. So don't see nobody jumped to the pit. Sometimes if there's somebody flew off the track or something, the car will just go straight to the pits. Nobody's on pit road. So yeah, that's interesting there. So Nick Cannon, there he is there in the 5th position. And we do have some folks coming down pit road. Michael Self making his way down. I think he's showing a little bit of damage there. And Carl Fitz, the 18 machine, getting down to his pit box. Oh, he's got a bit of damage on that number 18. So whatever it was, I guess it involved Carl and the 52 there, Michael Self. His car, I think, has just a little bit of damage on, looks like maybe that right front, I'm thinking. And, well, it doesn't look too bad there from what we can see. More damage along the right side of that 52 machine. And that's a shame because both of them now, they're gonna lose a lap here under caution. And they're, of course, not having any fast repairs, so you're just going to have to do the best you can there. They'll be coming around, probably getting the one to go next time around. Yeah, that was a quick caution there. The caution flag came out, and obviously they came together somewhere, but we don't have a replay for that one. We'd have to jump on board with them probably to try to see if we can get a replay. And see, Kyler McCarthy, he's on pit road as well, and he's on his way out. And on board with Michael Self, you know, let's do this. Let's see if we can jump back a lap or two. Maybe we can catch what happened here. Now here, oh, and he blinked out on us right there. Oh, you can see the smoke, and something having to do with his connection there. The way it happened there, it sometimes when it happens quick like that and the system can't register it right away, it's hard to get it to record. So yeah, so we'll just stick with the live. Lights are out on the pace car, so it'll be lap number 6 when they get the green flag. The guys will get out there and try to do it one more time. Making their way down the backstretch here. Now it looks like everybody is off of pit road from what I can see here. It's saying that Self and Fitz are out, but they might be on track. We'll check with them in a second here. Pace car comes down on the pit road.
Green flag, green
There we go. Got the green flag racing once again. Robbie Bice trying to make a move on that high side. He's right there in position already. Kevin Click trying to do it once again on the inside, trying to get past the 28. When Nick Cannon's right there on his tail too. Chris Lynn on the high side behind Bice as they race down the backstretch. And boy, man, these guys are jammed up here close right now. Tyler Isley running in that 6th position at the moment. So everybody's still closely together as they start lap number 7. Boy, the entire field is pretty close together here. There's Aiden Berlane in that 7th position. Actually has lost a spot since the start of the race. Got some work to do there to get back up to the front, running in that 7th position. And these guys right now, they're kind of just feeling themselves. They're getting kind of try to get in the groove here. As you can see, it's a relatively wide track. Room to move around a little bit. Not the widest, but trying to get settled in, get those tires up to temperature. Carson Pittman, he's already out to a couple of tenths ahead. Oh, Nick Cannon, who is that? He's up high there. Real high line coming out of 4. Trying to carry a lot of momentum out of there and trying to see if he can move a little closer to Pittman. And he has really pulled up on him there. He's running a very high line. He's gonna, I think this may give him the momentum he needs to just slingshot right past him as they hit the backstretch, and there he goes into the lead. And he had a webcam, but his camera wasn't working, so we'll have to we'll just have to jump back with him later. Oh boy, these guys are battling hard back here. Verlaine back into the 6th position. Robbie Bice now fell back to the 7th spot. He's under attack by Ken Baum Jr. Maybe trying to make a move on the inside of the 28. Strip Matter up, he's up on that high side. And Cannon, once he got to the front, now he's got about a good 10th. Oh, somebody really close up to the wall there from. Oh, we got us a caution, and let's see. Oh, Robbie Bice facing the wrong way, up against the wall. Oh my goodness, he's going to get it turned around. Caution here on lap number 11. And let's see here. We'll go back and jump at the replay real quick here and see if we can see what happened with Robbie. And now Robbie, he's the number 28. He's up high there. It's Carl Fitz behind him. Oh, I see the number 96 got together. I couldn't see who that was that he got together with. Oh, and they collected the 28. And the 96, Michael Zuver, he had a coming together there with somebody. And so now they're let's roll that back a little bit. See if maybe we can catch what happened there, because Robbie Bice actually got caught up in that. And so Michael Zuver, he's the number 96, and he's in the middle of the frame there, and whoever that is came down and made contact with him. And then the car, I was just about to look and see who it was, and the car blinked out. But yeah, he collected the 28, and that's only 2 that I see that even showed that were involved in that. There had to have been somebody else, obviously. But wow, those are 2 quick cautions there. Robbie Bice back on track. He's going to have to live, boy, that's a lot of damage he's going to have to live with, but he definitely wants to stay on that lead lap. Nick Cannon still he's your leader up at the front. Tyler Isley, he's back in the 5th position. And I think he was probably ahead of all of that. And let's see, where is Tyler at? There he is down there. And we'll move him up here with us real quick. Hey, Tyler, Tony in the booth, you got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, man, I guess all that happened behind you, so you didn't really see what happened to bring that caution out.
No, I was checking my mirror anyways. Age has been giving me a hard time trying to get get below me, and I understand why, so it's not that big of a deal. But yeah, I was trying to check to make sure he wasn't trying to poke it low, and saw something get jumbled up, but I really don't know what happened.
10-4. That it seemed like that hotline's working pretty good.
Yeah, it's nice on the restarts. I think I don't know. I got a car that really works well if I can get it around the bottom, so that's what I've been trying to do, and made up a little bit of ground, but just having a hard time. It's tough if somebody's running like one lane up and you're trying to run the white line. It makes it tough to get around them, but it is what it is. It's still early, and just trying to stay patient, stay clean. Like, this track is clearly really fast and clearly gonna have some problems. So we'll just, like I said, just try to stay clean and put together a good finish. That's really all I'm here for.
10-4. I'm gonna put you back down your channel. Good luck. We'll talk to you later.
Thanks.
And like you said, just put your head down, keep your head down, and keep on digging. And they'll there's a long ways to go. Lap 14 of 120. Aiden Verlaine, he's right back where he started, in the 6th position, so really hasn't made any ground up. Nick Cannon, we saw him take that high line and blow past the number 4 Carson Pittman into the lead. So we'll see if he's able to hold that lead as they get ready to go back racing once again here. Looks like they're going to have at least one more lap to go before we go back green. So take a quick break. We'll be right back. You're watching the Full Throttle Next Gen Series here on Rice Motorsports TV.
How are you doing tonight, man?
Hey, I'm talking here. You know who you're talking to? My domain! My way, the money I roll.
Terribles, Port Royal Speedway. We've got Devin Borden with us.
Keen Motorsports Shop here with Kyle Keen.
Sitting here with Sean Keane. We're going to talk a little bit about racing history.
Okay, folks, we are back, getting ready to get back to the green flag once again. Making their way through the middle of 3 and 4. Pace car getting ready to come down onto the pit road. And Nick Cannon leading them back to the green flag. Pace car is in, waiting for that green flag.
Green flag, green flag.
Green is out and racing is underway. Nick Cannon got a good getaway. Carson Pittman, there's Kevin Click down on the inside trying to make a move on the number 4. Looks like he might get him as they come out of turn 2. Could click back to that 2nd position where he started the race. Pole sitter Carson Pittman. Oh boy, look at Chris Lynn making the move on the high side, or trying to anyway, as they come out of turn 4. Oh boy. Kevin Click almost slid up into the 32. He goes very low, though. Everybody trying to feel their way around right now. There's Tyler Isley in that 6th position. Aiden Verlaine just getting past him. He's just moved past Chris Lynn as well. Verlaine now in that 4th position, cautiously making his way through the order. It looks like he's driving under Kevin Click there now into that 3rd position. Carson Pittman directly in front. Nick Cannon, your leader. We're really trying to develop a rhythm here. Let's look a little further back. There's David Salter in the 9th position. Got the 66 Dylan Hastings up there on the high side ahead of him, trying to hold on to that 8th spot. 26 taking a look in between both of them. That's Robert Jaden Bingaman. Cannon continues to lead up front. Gap is almost 0.3 of a second. Verlaine just getting past the 4. And, you know, he might just get past the 8 as well as they come off of turn 4. Not this time around, though. Carson Pittman trying to battle back and get that second position once again. Verlaine's trying to hold on that inside line. Nick Cannon, he loves that hot line for sure. Right now it's Pittman and Verlaine battling for that second position. Carson Pittman holding on to it for the moment. And boy, he might get Nick Cannon coming off of 4. Cannon's trying his best to hold on. He'll lead by half a car length as they start lap 21. Carson Pittman half a car length ahead going into turns 1 and 2, but Cannon with the momentum pulls back ahead once again. Verlaine, he's behind the 4 now. He might be kind of cruising along here for a minute and just sizing up the situation here. Tyler Isley right there behind the top 3, watching them jockey for position there a little bit further back. Look at William Brown, started dead last, now in the 5th position. Wow, up 21 positions into the top 5. Got a little ways to go there to catch the top 4 though. And as he's doing that, boy, Nick Cannon's battling for his life here, trying to hold on to that lead position. Carson Pittman keeps taking a look down on the inside. And look, it looks Pittman and Verlaine, they're favoring that low line through the corners. And they're, you know, this is an open setup league, so, you know, like when we're talking to Tyler Isley, you know, his setup, he likes it down on the bottom there if he can, if he has the room to run the line that he wants to run. So everybody has something, their car is set up for a certain style of running. They know what line is going to work best for them. Salter back here battling with, who is that? That's the number 9 there, William Brown. Trying to get that 5th position from the number 9. Strip Matters right behind them. A little further back, Jaden Bingaman. As the guys up front, they're battling, continuing to battle. And boy, I tell you, we're close to a lead change here almost. We want to keep moving through the field, but things keep heating up at the front here. Verlaine, he was about 1/10 of a second behind Nick Cannon for a moment. He's got the second position for Carson Pittman. And Tyler Isley on that high side. Diving down low on the inside. Trying to time it right to get enough momentum through the corner, but not doesn't have the drive off the corner really to get past the number 8. Now he's got to deal with the 17. Tyler Isley sticks his nose ahead for a hot minute there. He's still just slightly ahead of the 13 in that second position. And like I was saying earlier, boy, that's some good drive off the corner, that high line. And wow, just like that, he put a 2-3 car lengths between him and the 13. Brown and Carson Pittman, but things are really tight back here. Looks like about the strip matter, the top 7 kind of broken away from the rest of the pack a little bit. Robert J. Bingaman right there in that 8th position. He's got all the leaders in front of him. Cannon now dealing with Tyler Isley for the lead position. Couple of tenths between the two of them. You can see them both favoring that high line. This is a fast 1.5 mile track. Let's look a little further back. There's Dylan Hastings trying to hold on to that top 10 position. Kevin Click now in the 11th spot. He was right up the front there. He lost like 9 positions since the start of the race. Ken Baum Jr. in that 12th position. Right at the moment, Cannon, he's still holding on at the front. There's our race sponsor there, Brian Presley, York Realty. running in that 13th position. He's followed by the 61 Don DeGroot, 14th Michael Zuver. He was involved in one of those cautions, I believe. They're Stan Mayberry taking a look on the high side there, getting past the 96. Oh, man, they're tight back there. Chris Lynn, he's back there mixed up with those guys, the 53 there. Bill Hales also. Some tight racing going on back there. Just tight racing throughout the field here. Briggs Swope in that 19th spot. He's watching the whole gang battle in front of him there. You can see a bit of a gap there, like say from 9th position there. Matthew Fitz, he's ahead of Dylan Hastings there, and there's a bit of a gap between them and I'd call it the front pack of cars. Boy, it looks like Nick Cannon, Tyler Isley, they kind of checked out from the rest of the field there just a little bit. And you've got a gaggle of cars behind the two leaders. Fitz under heavy pressure there from the 66. Dylan Hastings, it looks like he'll get the 9th position. Kevin Click right there in line with him. Fitz trying to battle back. Oh, a little wiggle there from the 66. Matthew Fitz takes that 9th position back once again. Somebody's on pit road. Robbie Bice down on pit road, and green flag pit stop for the 28 machine here. He's is the engine running? I can't even hear it. I think he's just probably getting some more work done. He may have to get some more work done on that number 28 just so he can keep racing out there. Up at the front, there's Aiden Berlane. He's still in that 3rd position behind Tyler Isley, who now is your new leader. He did get past Nick Cannon for the lead position. Oh, Cannon, I just saw he's scraping against the wall just a little bit. And that's going to cost him some momentum for sure. Look at the 51, Strittmatter. He zooms right on past the 8, trying to take advantage of that little delay. Boy, Cannon, he's fighting back on the high side, so it didn't slow him down too much. Didn't look like he got a lot of damage there either. Just scraped the wall just a little bit. Tyler Isley, your new leader, 3/10, make it 2/10 ahead of Aiden Berlane. They've both have a clear track ahead of them. Carson Pittman back up to that 3rd position. Those 3 now have really checked out. Nick Cannon several car lengths behind in that 4th position. William Brown still, he got up to the 5th spot. I think that's about as high as he's gotten so far. Steve Strittmatter challenging him for that top 5 position. But man, it's Tyler Isley, he is not going to get a moment's rest. That 13 bearing down on him, trying to find a way past the number 17. Taking a look down on the inside. Boy, him and Pitt. Oh, boy, they touched there just a little bit. Man, that could have been disastrous for both of them. But they remain on track. As you can see, Tyler Isley trying to stay ahead of those two. Their favorite. You see how they're just sticking to that low line, and Isley, he is definitely staying with that hot line. That's for sure. I could have sworn I heard him just scrape the wall there a little bit. Look, Carson Pittman now fighting hard with the 13. Just has that 2nd position as they cross the stripe, moves ahead of Berlane down on the inside. Man, I tell you, and Isley, oh, and look at Isley in the wall. Same thing that happened with Nick Cannon. He did touch that wall a little bit. Pittman moves ahead. Berlane moves into that 2nd position. Right now, Pittman has a little bit of breathing room, a couple of tenths of a second, but not much. I mean, these guys are right on the limit. Nick Cannon, he's still in that 4th position. William Brown still running 5th with Bingaman in that 6th spot. Strip Matter right behind him in the 51 car. Now we have 39 laps in the books already. Let's look a little further back in the field. There's Bill Hales. The 11th position, somebody's coming on pit road. That's Lucas Nilgis. He's already on pit road. Green flag pit stop. He's got a, oh, he's out of the car. And is he coming back? Oh no. So it looks like he's getting some work done on the car here. So we'll have to check and see. We'll check in with him a little later, see if he gets back out on track. I think he's just, not having those fast repairs. You just have to, you have to do those, get that work done if you need it. Keep going in the field. David Salter in that 13th position. That's exactly right where he started. Bill Hales, he's been the one on the move as well. Moved up 14 spots from where he started the race. Carson Pittman, he's doing a little better now than a couple of tenths, almost half a second to Verlaine. So he's gotten to the front now. He's found his groove here, and definitely trying to make sure everything, trying to stay in the groove for sure. See, there's Ken Baum Jr. in the 6th position, having a nice battle there with the 26, Jaden Bingaman. Both Lucas Nilgis and Robbie Bice are still on pit road. Pittman now almost 6 tenths ahead of Verlaine. As these guys back here are battling, nice battling going on back here. There's Chris Lynn in that 14th position. Oh, about to try to make a run here on the 88 there. David Salter, Don DeGroot's in that high side though. Oh, look at the 60. Now I think he had to check up for the 50, for the 61 that is, and well, the 66 just about took advantage of that, trying to get past Lynn. Lynn trying to fight back, hold on to that position. Okay, there's Lucas Nilgis. He's making his way back off of pit road. And so that's good to see him getting back out on track. Because he was on pit road there for a while. But he's making his way back out. And well, I tell you, we've only had, what was it, the 2 cautions, I believe. Carson Pittman continues to lead up the front. Boy, that gap, it was almost half a second, now around 0.2 of a second. Verlaine closing in once again. Oh man, my stream is acting a little wonky here. It's looks like the stream is still going. I hope it stays in there, folks. If there's a little hesitation, I apologize. It's maybe some heavy usage on the internet tonight. I don't know. Lane trying to rein in number 4 there. Isley quite a ways back now. We're over 3 seconds behind Berlane. Ken Baum Jr. working hard on the 17 there, trying to get that 3rd position. Oh man, they're getting very close to the 17 as they race down the backstretch. And it looks like he'll move into that 3rd spot. Can he hold it though as they come off of turn 4? He'll slide right up in front of the 17, move him into that 3rd position. Nick Cannon not too far behind them. He tapped the wall a little bit earlier on in the race. He's now in that 5th spot. William Brown was in 5th. He's lost a few spots. There's Brian Preslar now in the 6th position. Kevin Click coming up quickly behind the 67 there. Might be making a move. Try to get that 6th position. I think he's going to get it. That's going to put Preslar back to the 7th position. Closing in very quickly with Nick Cannon and Tyler Isley. And none of these guys, nobody in the top 14 cars. Well, pretty much the whole field is stayed out. Isley in the wall again. Oh, and it's about to go wrong here. Oh, Chris Lynn trying to avoid Click. There's William Brown. He scoots by. Lynn is trying to hold on to it, and he loses it. And it looks like we're going to stay green. And he does. He avoids a complete disaster. And we do stay green. And he keeps going. And not sure what's going on. Who's let's see who's at the front. Eden Berlane now is your leader. Chris Lynn, you saw Chris Lynn, he pulled down on the pit road. And while all that was happening, Berlane got past Pittman. Lynn still making his way down to his pit box. And not sure how much he's getting tires and fuel there for the number 32 machine. Making his way back out. Green flag pit stop, so of course he lost some positions there. Nice battle between Bill Hales and Nick Cannon. Cannon has that 4th position. Hales trying to get it. Berlane now half a second, 6/10 ahead of of Carson Pittman up at the front. There's Pittman just ahead of them. Aiden Berlane just crossing the stripe, starting lap number 54. A few anxious moments there. Back there, 17 Tyler Isley, and he is still flirting with that wall up there. That's Kyler McCarthy directly in front of him. Trying to make a move now on Kevin Click. See David Salter now up into the top 10 in that 7th position. We still have, I'd say, 3/4 of the field have yet to make their first pit stop. The most recent was Christopher Lynn, but he had that like kind of a half spin, a crazy save though. It looked real good to save him there. Lucas Nilges, he was on pit road, stopped for a while there, getting some work done. 24th position, and at the moment he is he's showing 9 laps down, unfortunately. So now it's just about surviving. There's Kevin Click in the 11th position. Boy, Aiden Berlane checking out now, 1.2 seconds There he is, and Carson Pittman a good half a straightaway behind him in that second position. Ken Baum Jr. is now your third place runner, and Bill Hales is running fourth. And he's kind of sort of running fourth. Nick Cannon's trying to have something to say about that. They battled coming off of 4. Michael Self coming down pit road one more time. This is his second time down onto pit road. How about David Salter trying to sneak up there in the action there? Trying to see if he can get a little closer there to that number 8. Well, I tell you, every time we go down to turn 3 and 4, those guys, they just really, they're carrying that momentum off the corner and just really almost, it seems like some of them are trying to fight to stay off the wall. And I don't know. I think Cannon might have scraped the wall again there a little bit. David Salter now into that 5th position. Here comes Kevin Click down pit road. One of your front, well, not your front runner, but he's been racing along quite a bit there. Oh, and the overshot, trying to get into, oh no, trying to get into his pit box. That's going to cost him even more time. That was the last thing he needed. Left side's going on. That's going to be a long, well, it's 14.7 seconds. Even though he had to back up, it was still relatively quick. But he is in the 20th position, probably at least one lap. Yeah, he's one lap down. More drivers coming in. There's Matthew Fitz coming down to his pit box. His dad, Carl Fitz, making his way down once again. Ken Baum Jr. in that 3rd position. Still none of your front runners coming in. Well, just as soon as I say that, here comes Tyler Isley making his way down pit road. He's followed by Jaden Bingaman. And see, Brick Swope's making his way in there as well. There's Bingaman, get tires and fuel there for the number 26. I think, let's see. Oh, shoot, Jaden, he was the one that was having problems with his camera. For whatever reason, his camera's not working. Bill Hales making, well, look at this battle coming off of pit road. He's going into his pit box. A lot of action on pit road. Meanwhile, on track, the action continues. William Brown now in that 4th position. One of your leaders, Carson Pittman, just exiting his pit box there, getting back out there. Nick Cannon making his way back out as well. That's going to move some guys up the order. Or Ken Baum Jr., he's already in the 2nd position. But now, oh, he locks him up. Hopefully he did not get a speeding penalty coming down on the pit road. That's going to elevate William Brown up to the 2nd position. But, man, he's a whopping 12.5 seconds behind your leader, Aiden Berlane. And, of course, all these guys, they're going to have to pit under what could be green flag pit stops. And just here you go, your leader, Aiden Berlane, down on pit road. Brown's also going to have to stop. Mayberry, that'll move him up to 3rd. Ken Baum Jr., he's in 4th. Now, Berlane is still making his way down to his pit box. Ken Baum Jr. is just exiting. Berlane just now getting to his pit box, so Stan Mayberry is your leader until he pits because he's out of cycle right now. So it would hand the lead to Ken Baum Jr. if he gets around in time. Berladen's already out of his box. There's Ken Baum Jr. coming out of turn 4, coming down to the stripe, but there's Berlane exiting the pits. He's in 2nd right now because Mayberry's still out there. Let's see if we see Ken Baum Jr. He's 4 seconds. You see on the relative there. You see him now just coming out of turn 2. Verlaine will get up to speed, even though Ken Baum Jr. is closing. Verlaine looks like he'll get up to speed and maintain that second position. So now it's just a question of just waiting for Stan Mayberry to pit. He's 25, just about 26 seconds behind the number 48. But then that asks the question there, if that's where he is, and Mayberry is in the there he is in the first position, and he's right at the, he's just coming out of turn 2. Verlaine's going into turn 3, so about a straightaway behind second place Aiden Verlaine. And now here he comes, and let's see what happens. Because Verlaine will have to come all the way around. Now he should move. That's going to move Ken Baum. Actually, hey, wait a minute. Ken Baum Jr., he must have got, did he get past? No, he didn't. He's still in the third spot. But your leader, Stan Mayberry, is down on pit road. And you can see on the track map there, and Verlaine, he should be on the, there he is coming down to the line right now. And that will move him back to the lead. And Ken Baum Jr. moves into that second position. Mayberry will fall down the order a little bit here as everybody else goes on by. Ken Baum in the second position. Dylan Hastings in that third spot. Boy, look at David Salter. Man, it looked like he had a full head of steam there coming up on the 66. It looks like he might have tapped the wall just a little bit. Lucas Nilges, he's back on pit road again, and I thought he was on pit road before, so it looks like you're trying to get going there. Well, let's see, where's Lucas at? I see him right there. Let's move him up here with us and see what's going on there. Hey, Lucas, Tony in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, I do.
Hey, everybody, hey, how are things going now? Is the car giving you some problems or something?
I'm just too far down, so I'm just parking it.
Oh, okay, 10-4, yeah, and cause we saw you had come in a little earlier, and yeah, about that, I thought you was gonna try to make it to the end, but yeah, I know how it is.
Yeah.
But good luck next time, though.
Yeah, thanks, man.
10-4, I'm gonna put you back down to your channel there, and that was it Team Sparkle Unicorn, wasn't it? I believe.
Yeah.
Okay, 10-4. We'll talk to you later, buddy.
All right.
So yeah, unfortunately, Lucas Neal just decided to park it for the evening. David Salter now in that third position. Verlaine still leads 1.5 seconds ahead of Ken Baum Jr. Dylan Hastings in that fourth spot. Colin McCarthy in that fifth spot, being challenged by the 8 there, Nick Cannon. A little further back, there's Steve Strittmatter. He's followed by the 53 there, Bill Hales. Chris Lynn, boy, who had a crazy save there to save that car from getting some serious damage. And Tyler Isley coming up on him right now. Isley's been moving through the field there. Ryan Preslar and Chris Lynn right there behind him now as he races along. Let's see, when's the last time that Tyler stopped? He pitted on lap 60. So he'll probably be out there for a while. We're lap 73 of 120 at the moment. Starting to get a little bit more of that 67 Brian Preslar in his rearview mirror. Trying to hold on to that 10th position. A little further back, there's William Brown. Boy, he had gotten all the way up to the 5th position, and let's see, he did pit on lap 64, so that, but it's kind of settled him back into the field. He's running about mid-pack here now. No pressure from behind at the moment. About 3/4 of a second ahead of Jaden Bingaman. And let's see. Let's look a little further back in the field. There's Don DeGroot running in the 16th position. A little further back, there's David Smil Jr. He's currently running 19th. And I believe he's on the lead lap there. Yeah, he's about 25 seconds behind the leader. Carl Fitz, the 18, is a couple of almost 2-3 seconds behind him, and then there's your leader. So David, he's trying to do everything he can to try to stay on that lead lap. Now that is a battle for a position there with Michael Fitz there right in front of him. He's currently 15th, trying to get that 14th spot. Looks like he's gonna make a move down on the inside of the 3. See if he can make it stick. And oh boy, and they go into turns 1 and 2, and he picks up that 12th position. So one more car between him and the leader as they race along here. Aiden Burlane not too far behind. There he is right there on the back stretch as well. Ken Baum Jr. in that 2nd position. The gap was 1.5 seconds. Now it's down to a 1/2 second. To Ken Baum Jr. He's on the move. He's got about 3/10 of a second to go to get the number 13 for that lead position. Let's see, where's another one of our in-camera drivers? Michael Zuber racing on board with Michael Zuber there. Currently in at the 17th position. And I do believe, did it say he was in the lucky dog position? Let's go back and look again. And yeah, right now he's actually, I believe he's in the lucky dog position. So if the caution were to come out, he'd be able to come around and, get back on that lead lap. And let's see, where is he on track there? He's got David Salter, about half a stage. Salter right there, the black and green car. So not a whole lot of, and that's not for position anyway. But right now he's just running his race, and maybe you never know what may happen as they go along here. Being ready for anything. A little further back, Kyler McCarthy in that 7th position. He's about 8.5 seconds or so behind your leader, trying to catch Nick Cannon right there in front of him. That's a battle for the 6th position. Here's Nick Cannon. There he is right there in the 6th spot. He's kind of right, sort of like in the middle of the bulk of the cars that are racing on track. They're somewhat spread out, but the majority of them are kind of sort of on the same side of the track. But there's a lot, right now, there's a lot of room to race for everybody at the moment. Those cars right up in front of him, those 3 there, Bill Hales, Dylan Hastings right behind him, he's trying to catch that 88 of David Salter. And Aiden Burlane has actually lost the lead. We saw that gap was 1.5 seconds. It was down to 1/2 second. Ken Baum Jr. Has moved into the lead. Let's go back and take a look at that, see if we can see when that happened here. There's Ken Baum. He's right up behind him going down the back stretch, and man, he zoomed right on by. He made that look easy. It ain't that easy to pass Aiden Berlane, I'll tell you that much. But well, there it is right there. So he's got the lead here for the moment. About 3/10 ahead there, Aiden Berlane. See, 51 Steve Strittmatter making his way down pit road. Car's looking in pretty good shape there. Gets down to his pit box. A good pit stop time would be like in the mid 14 seconds. 14.5 would be pretty good. Left side's going on. Let's see what he gets here as he gets completed on his stop. Getting that thing full of fuel, I imagine. Oh, this is going to be a long one here. You know, he may have a little, I don't know if he has some damages that we couldn't see, but he is, oh no, he didn't want that. That's a very long pit stop there for Strittmatter, so not going the way he probably wanted it to go. He's on pit road. He's going to end up losing possibly multiple laps. As Ken Baum Jr. now continues along. Now he last pitted on lap 63. Strittmatter, he is now making his way off of pit road. He's in the box there for 55 seconds though. Probably getting some minor repairs done on the car, I would imagine. Because we do have a few retirements. Aiden Berlane still not too far behind. We're lap 88 of 120. David Salter, knock on wood, having a good race here now in that third position. Your leader Ken Baum pitted on lap 63. Berlane pitted on 64. Salter pitted on lap 61. So whether or not it was just a scheduled pit stop or whether he can go farther, you know, they of course, their pit strategy, they may plan on pitting a certain lap, but it's possible that he could go a little bit farther. You never know. And matter of fact, let's take a look real quick and see. Let's see who's gone the farthest so far tonight. And holy moly, that would be David Smeal, 88 laps. If I'm reading that right, that can't, he pitted on lap 60. What? That can't be right. It's saying that he ran 88 laps. He pitted, but it's showing that he also pitted on lap 68, I believe. I'm sorry, 63. So how can he have gone, maybe I'm looking at the wrong driver. Oh, Stan Mayberry. Stan Mayberry looks like he may hold the record here. I don't know why that's showing he went 89 laps, because he also pitted in the 60s. So yeah, I'm not sure about that stat right now. There's Bill Hales in the 53, moving in closer to the 33 there, David Salter. It looks like he's trying to move into that third spot, and oh, careful, man, that was close. Looked like he was headed straight for the wall there, but he just flies into that third position. Now his tires are only about 3 laps fresher than the 88 there. Berlane still in that second position, about 0.3 of a second behind Ken Baum Jr. There's Baum right there in front of him. as he tries to get a little closer there. And they got some lap traffic that they're coming up on as well. So things could get a little sketchy here. All right, he takes a little peek down on the inside, trying to challenge for the lead there. Kinbom Jr. fighting on that high side. Looks like Berlane's going to get it though, and he will move back into that lead position. And now he starts to pull away just a little bit. Got some lapped cars in front of him there. That's David Smeal and I believe it was, Matthew Fitz. And they're actually battling for position. And running up on the 72 there. He'll go on by Smeal. Matthew Fitz right in front of him. That was a battle for position, I believe. Smeal in 13th, Fitz in 13th and Smeal in 14th position. Berlane still just trying to stay ahead of the 72. Let's see, Matthew Fitz, he pitted on lap 60. Berlane pitted on lap 64. His tires are a few laps older, but his pace has obviously been a bit greater since Fitz looked like he's about to go a lap down here. And that will put him basically in the lucky dog position. And now it's only 23 laps remaining. Bill Hale's now up into that third position. David Salter's fourth, but he's about 4/10 behind the 53. Nick Cannon, he's been battling up there in that top 10 all night long. Currently in that fifth position. Colin McCarthy having a battle there with William Brown. Here comes Brown again. Now he's on the same, he pitted on lap 64 as well as your leader, Aiden Berlane. 22 laps to go. So he's on the same cycle as the leader. So you would imagine fuel-wise, he should be able to make it to the end. I don't think I would see anybody pitting anymore, I don't believe. So now William Brown now into that sixth position. But he does have a little ways to go to catch up to your leader. He's like 14 seconds behind the leader. Chris Lynn just exiting pit road. That'll put him down in the 17th position. He's 2 laps down, so now 20 laps remaining. Ryan Preslar just inside the top 10. His closest rival is his closest rival is Tyler Isley, about a half second ahead of him. Don DeGroot is like 3.5 seconds behind. So his mission trying to catch that number 17. David Salter, once again, in that fifth position. Brown's about 3/10 of a second behind him. We're actually starting to close in a bit here. There he is on the high side there. Kyler McCarthy right behind him. And oh no, this is look like he's gonna try to make a move here. on the 88 of David Salter. If you can get close. Oh, he's getting really close to that wall. Wow. From that angle anyway, it looked like he was really close. We'll have to follow one of those guys through on that frontal shot when they go through those turns there. I think it's turn 3 that seems like it's whatever wall really jumps out at him. Racing down the backstretch now. And that's Nick Cannon directly in front of him. That is for position. So now he's coming, going at turns 3 and 4. And, oh, boy, that was close. He was pretty close to the wall that time. And now he moves into the 3rd position ahead of Nick Cannon. He's still 15.5 seconds behind your leaders. Ken Baum Jr., the gap is now once again over a second, 1.1 seconds ahead of Aiden Berlane, 15 laps remaining. Now Kyler McCarthy, he's back in the 6th position. Who was in 3rd? Bill Hales, yeah, he's in that 3rd spot. But he's got some lapped cars between him and Ken Baum Jr. And he's got a ways to go anyway. He's 14 seconds behind your leader as well. You see him running in the 3rd position. You see him on the track map. He's about to cross the start-finish line. The leader's about half a lap ahead of him. He's just crossed the middle of the backstretch down there. No pressure on Ken Baum at all. And it does seem like the gap is starting to grow just a little bit. 1.3, make it 1.4 seconds. As Aiden Berlane races down the back stretch. That's Alex Mader between him and Ken Baum. It looks like Mader's just coming off a pit road. Let's look a little further down in the order here. There's Don DeGroot. Now he's in the 10th position. Jaden Bingaman right there. Now that's a battle for position. Oh boy, the 61. He might have tapped the wall a little bit. That moves Bingaman up into that top 10. Stan Mayberry, he's the next guy in the order in the 12th position, but he's a little further back, like 2.7 seconds behind Pittman. I'm sorry, behind DeGroot. A lot of lap cars now mixing in with the cars on the lead lap, and sometimes you'll have a battle where it may be a couple of guys and then the next guy in line is a few seconds back. So the field is definitely thoroughly mixed up now. There's Dylan Hastings. He's in the 18th position. And right now, he's not battling anybody at the moment. Tyler Isley's physically in front of him on track. He just passed Preslar there, but Preslar's on the lead lap in the 9th position. Now this is a battle for position right here. Isley and Salter. Isley getting that 7th spot from the 88 machine. McCarthy's 2.2 seconds ahead of Isley though. And he's trying to catch number 8 there, Nick Cannon. Now 9 laps remaining here. We're in Brown. Verlaine, the gap is over 2 seconds, 2.1 ahead of Ken Baum Jr. William Brown in that third spot. The last time we saw him up in the top 10, he had gotten as high as 5. Then when we had some of those green flag pit stops, he shuffled back down into the teens, I believe it was, and now he's back in the top 5 once again, but he's just not close enough really to do anything with the leaders. And boy, I tell you, we have had a long green flag run here, folks. Where we only had 2-3 cautions, I believe it was, and I mean, it's been a very long run. He's running in that. Oh, wait a minute, what's going on here? That can't be right. How is he in the lead? No, I didn't think so. That was my timing and scoring acting weird. Oh no, okay. For a minute there, I thought maybe Aiden Verlaine was blinking or something. I think that was just the way it was when I was locked on William Brown. My timing and scoring was showing some weird information there. 6 laps to go there, Ken Baum Jr. Gap still over 2.5 seconds. Right now they're marching their way towards the checkered flag. 5 laps to go. And folks, I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say, hey, I think this is gonna end pretty much like this. It doesn't quite look like there'll be a chance for caution or anything, because the field is spread out quite nicely. There's Ken Baum Jr., Tyler Isley, he's by himself. There's Bill Hales. A lot of gap between him there and McCarthy and Cannon. Cannon trying to hold on to that 4th spot. So he's going to be battling. Look like he'll be battling with McCarthy down to the checkered flag. Look a little further back there, Don DeGroot. He's got a nice gap between him. David Salter got some lap cars in there as well. As you can see, the field is spread out quite a bit. Stan Mayberry. As we look, now these guys are further back in the order, but you see how the lap cars are mixed through the field. And there's your leader. Boy, he's really coming up on some lap traffic there, going by David Salter. We've got Chris Lynn now in front of him. So crosses the line, 2 laps to go. Making his way through traffic, catching a bit of traffic here with on the last couple of laps. But he doesn't have to really pedal too hard. He's just about 3 seconds ahead of Ken Baum Jr. So no need to risk anything here at all. Somebody looked like they're up against the wall. They're very close to the wall anyway. He's going to come down to the stripe, and the white flag will be coming out this time around. And oh, be cool up on the high side at 57, tapping the wall a little bit. Oh, and at 52, a few anxious moments there for the 13 as he's trying to scoot past those lapped cars. And it looks like he'll make it through. Coming to the checkered flag, it'll be another win for the 13 here. Aiden Verlaine will be your winner here tonight at Kentucky. Did I say Kentucky? I think it was Kansas. Congratulations to Aiden Verlaine. Another good day at the office here for number 13. And he will come down and celebrate if he is inclined to do so. Looks like he's happy to get that one over with. So he said, you know, I'm just going to go into the pits there. And we'll wait for all the guys. I'm going to go ahead and grab the guys and put them in the interview queue here. Let's go find everybody. It'll be Verlaine, Ken Baum Jr., and William Brown. And let's see. We got a lot of different. There's William. We'll move him on up. And let's find Verlaine and Ken Baum Jr. And let's see. Sometimes I'm looking for them, and they may have already jumped up there themselves, but I don't see anybody else in there at the moment. And he may have to join the chat. Some drivers don't race in the chat while they're not in there while they're. Looks like Aiden's in there too. So now we're just waiting on Ken Baum Jr. And there he is, waiting patiently. Let's move him up there, and let's head on down there with those guys. Okay, folks, we're here with your top three: Aiden Verlaine, Ken Baum Jr., and William Brown. Hey, Aiden, you got a copy?
Yes, sir, I do.
Man, I tell you, man, making it look easy. Was that a little anxious moment there at the end, going around those lap cars?
Yeah, a little. I know they were racing, and I was just trying to feel my car out the end, and I wanted to run the top like the last 5 laps or so, see what it had. But I mean, we ran a couple laps, but we didn't get all 5. So I mean, it is what it is. We still got the win and had a good race.
10-4, man. Well, anybody want to give a shout out to?
Well, first off, I gotta thank Jesus Christ. Also gotta thank my mom for watching every race I'm in, and y'all for an amazing show.
10-4, man. Well, congratulations. Go celebrate, and we will see you next week.
Yeah, thank you, man.
Yeah. Hey, Ken, you got a copy?
I'm here.
Man, I tell you, it seems like it's been a little bit of a marathon of a race, man, and you really had to fight your way up to the front, man. Congratulations on that second position.
Thanks. It just didn't go my way, but I tried to do what I could do.
10-4, man. Anybody want to give a shout out to?
Turn 2 Terribles, Jeremy Zarfos, photography, my girlfriend, my little baby girl.
10-4, man. Well, congratulations, and we'll see you next week.
Thanks.
Yeah. Hey, William, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Man, I tell you, and you've been working hard too. I mean, at one point you got up in the top 5 and then back down in the mid-pack, and now you got up there again and managed to snag a podium, man. Job well done. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you very much. I think it's my 3rd one in a row, and I'm trying to keep the rhythm going.
10-4, man. It's like, and I guess part of you kind of wishing, like, man, I wish I could have got here a little sooner and just been a little closer to the guys, because I think we were like maybe 14 seconds behind them or something like that. And those green flag pit stops, did that kind of throw you out of sync there a little bit? It seemed like after some of those green flag pit stops, the field really got kind of mixed up. A lot of lap cars mixed in with everybody else.
Yeah, I didn't feel as fast after that green flag pit stop. I felt like I was struggling to get up to speed and kind of catch everyone, but that came with time, and I was able to get back around them. But Aiden and Ken, where they were gone. I was 21 seconds behind Aiden. Race is over, so I don't think there was anything I could have done to get that pace and catch them. I was kind of hoping for a caution, but it just never came.
Absolutely. Like I was telling the audience, after those first 2 or 3 ones, and you guys y'all just went all the way from there.
Yeah, we kind of went that way for the past handful of races, it feels like. And, it's, you can't count on one when you want one. So,
absolutely. Anybody you want to give a shout out to? Anybody else?
Yeah, all my friends, teammates. You've put on a good broadcast for the league. The league in general. Good racing.
10-4, man. Well, congratulations again, and we'll see you next week and see what happens there.
Sounds good. Have a good one.
All right, buddy. You too now. See you later, buddy. Okay, folks. Well, that is going to do it for tonight. And man, I tell you, what a race! And it's definitely challenging for the drivers and stuff. Let's go ahead and bring up the race results here. And of course, we have Aiden Burlane, your winner there. Ken Baum Jr. second. William Brown in that third position. Nick Cannon fourth. Kyler McCarthy fifth. We have Bill Hale sixth, with Tyler Isley seventh. Jaden Bingham in eighth. Don DeGroot ninth. And Brian Preslar, he rounds out the top 10. And then I'll scroll down so you can see where your favorite driver ended up in the race. And I think we only had maybe 2 or 3 retirements, not too many, but yeah, it's definitely was a grueling race after those first few cautions, just all green flag running. And so now we'll move on to next week and see what happens there. We're headed over to the track 2 Tough to Tame, Darlington. It'll be the throwback night, so we'll definitely want to check that out. So for all of us here at Rice Motorsports TV, we want to wish you a pleasant evening.